Hi, this is Chris Scarborough with RunAFasterRace.com and D1Birmingham.com. The purpose of this DVD is not to be comprehensive. There's many drills out there to help athletes run faster. However, there are many drills, if done in succession, help an athlete run technically correct. An athlete may need to do each of these drills multiple times in order to master them. This DVD is designed to get someone running faster as quickly as possible with as few of drills as possible. There's a lot more similarities than most people think between sprinting and distance and middle distance running. If we compare this runner running at a middle distance speed as well as with a sprint, you'll notice there's a lot more similarities than there are differences. Notice as the foot strikes the ground, the hip and the knee on the opposite leg are pulling through at the same rate. A beginning runner, most of the time, has the back knee bend before the hip flexes through. This is incorrect, and it causes the athlete to run and spend way too much time on the ground. The ground is speed's enemy. You never want to spend too much time on the ground. Part of this DVD is designed to help teach you to spend less and less time on the ground using the proper drills. Hi everybody, I'm Chris Scarborough with D1 Sports Training in Birmingham, Alabama, and this is one of my athletes, Veronica Lyle. Veronica is currently ranked second among 10th graders in the United States in the 800-meter dash. And today we're going to demonstrate several drills where we can take a beginning runner and train them how to develop into a very good runner. Now the first drill that we're going to do is going to be the arm drill. Basically it's the running motion just done with the arms. So the first thing we want to do is get her elbows locked in about a 90-degree angle right here, just as if she's about to run, and her motion is going to be driving from the shoulder. So I'm going to have her drive and then pick up the speed. But as she picks up the speed, we don't want her to start chopping her arms. It's one of the biggest errors that young runners make. They start making their motion shorter. Want to make sure she still drives from shoulder to elbow. The arms drive forward and back, and the hands come out to about the height of her nose. And relax. The next thing we're going to do is take that arm running drill, and we're going to do it sitting in a seated position. The reason we do this is we want to get that same motion, but we want her, as the athlete, to feel just how much power she gets just out of driving her arms. So once again, we're going to get her arms in the running position, and she's going to start moving her arms slowly at first and then pick up her speed, and we actually want her to feel like she's bouncing up and down off the ground. And relax. If she does this powerfully enough, just the drive of her arms lifts her center of gravity up and it lifts it upward and forward. That results in her body lifting up off the ground. And once again, just the arms alone provide a very powerful force for her to run with. Next thing we're going to do is take that arm motion and we're going to turn it into a walking running motion. Sounds funny, I know, but we're going to have this exact same arm motion, and we're going to bring in lifting the knees up. She swings her arm from her shoulders, and her feet are landing right in the middle, on the ball of the foot, not on the heel, not on the toes. Many people think that you land on the toes of the heel, and neither is correct. It's right in the middle. And relax. The next thing we do, we take that exact same runner's walk and we add a skip. And relax. Now we're going to demonstrate the next drill that we usually use in the succession, and that's a high knee drill. This drill is used by many athletes in many different sports, oftentimes done incorrectly. So the first thing we're going to do is demonstrate the wrong way to do it. That's actually difficult for Veronica to do because she's been trained to do it the right way so well that it's actually hard for her to do it wrong. However, we're going to demonstrate this. One of the most common errors that you will see almost any athlete make is that they land on their toes when they're running or when they're doing this drill. That's not correct. That causes an athlete to spend way too much time on the ground. So first we're going to demonstrate the incorrect method, then we're going to demonstrate the correct method. So first, incorrect. Notice how she's running, she's landing on her toes. This is not the right way to do it. Now relax and come back and we will demonstrate the right way. Next, we've got to show you how to do it the right way. Now that we've taught you what not to do, we've got to show you how to correct that. So, biggest thing, we've got to get her pulling her foot up toward her shin as she's running. The toe should be up in her shoe. So, once again, we don't want her landing toe first. We actually want her landing more in the middle part of her foot to almost flat. So once again, same drill, correct foot position. Very good. Next, we're going to take that same high knee drill and transition into an actual run. Now, just as the high knee drill is often done poorly, so is this drill. You can imagine that anything that we add a transition to is often very difficult for young runners to actually pick up. So what we're going to do is we're going to get V doing a high knee drill to start. Then she's going to tilt her whole body forward and then transition into a run. In the next drill, we're going to teach you how to accelerate or speed up. Now, most sports involve some form of acceleration. Even long distance runs like a marathon or a half marathon or a 10-kilometer run all still have a short phase of acceleration or speeding up. Now, for most sports like baseball, softball, basketball, soccer, there's a lot of accelerating, a lot of speeding up, slowing down, speeding up, slowing down. This particular drill, although we use it mostly for track athletes, it's actually a great way to teach anyone basic acceleration techniques. First thing we're going to do is get V in the position to go into what we call a rolling start. So we're going to get her down in position, her chin is going to be tucked, her arms are nice and relaxed right there in front of her. She's going to roll over, keep her chin tucked, and she's going to drive her arms very powerfully. The next thing we're going to do is add a jump to our acceleration drill. This is going to get her further out. It's going to be a much more aggressive starting drill. So we're going to have V. She's going to get down in the regular acceleration position. She's going to jump out this time, land, and accelerate out.